The theater was built along with the other 5 buildings in 1915 and has remained in the had remained in the Watson family until we bought it, and so it first was opened with some of the Weaver family running it when it first opened, and they had a piano or organ in there that the ladies played for music during the theater. Of course, it was opened early enough that the films were silent films, and one of the first films shown was one that Colonel Goodnight had made down on his ranch. It was a buffalo hunt, and it was actually listed under Colonel Goodnight's film production company. So it was a pretty interesting film, and lots of chasing of the buffalo, but not much catching or killing. So, the original name of the theater was the Claudia Theater, and they held a contest here in town to see what they was going to name the theater, and that's where the theater got its original name of Claudia, was from Miss Hugh Doak. And since then, I don't know when it was changed to the gym, but sometime between the time it was built and in the 30s or 40s. I just don't know when it was changed. I believe the theater was closed in the 50s, the late 50s, and has remained closed until now, except for a short time that a church group leased the theater and used it for a church here for a number of years. I don't know how long they used it, but it was used by a church group as a church. And well, part of the idea for starting the museum in the first place was preserving the history that we'd had in the past. Armstrong County was the starting place for all of the history of the Panhandle. Without Armstrong County, we don't know where history would have started, because it started in Armstrong County with Colonel Goodnight moving in and founding the home ranch down in the Palo Duro Canyon. And of course, this was a big part of our idea for starting the museum, along with the idea that we needed, the town was in the process of shrinking, and one business had closed and then another one, and this was another idea that we had in our minds to help stabilize the town. And as you can see, we have replaced the sidewalks up here, and the city even took note of that and gave us some money for the security system in the museum, and the mayor said that without the museum group up here working, the whole town would just gradually fall apart. So, but we some of us had the vision that maybe the museum would help hold the town together, and it appears that it is doing that. Things that are done right now will, in the future, become of interest to the 2 or 3 generations down the road. So that's what we hope will happen to our museum. It's scheduled to be here forever, and we hope it will.